Hey BookTube, I'm not around here as much these days, but I want to invite you to join in on the Trans Rights Readathon, which we're kicking off over on booktok. And I would really love if BookTube participated as well. There are also a bunch of bookstagrammers who are going to be participating in the Trans Rights Readathon. And this is going to be happening from March 20th to March 27th to show that the book community stands behind trans people. And we are going to be raising money for trans people to defend themselves against all these hateful bills that are being passed all over the US right now. So the Trans Rights Readathon is happening from March 20th to March 27th. We're basically reading as many trans books by trans authors as we can, and we're raising money for the trans org or trans fund or trans individual of our choosing in the process. If you want to participate, here's how. So step one is to fill out the Google form sign up that I'm going to put a link to in the description, and feel free to share that as far and wide as you want. Feel free to tag in creators that you think would want to join. Share it on your own channel. Like, we just want as many people on booktok, bookstagram, and booktube to participate as possible. Then the next thing to do is to choose what trans org, fund, or person you want to support. A great option if you're not sure where to start is the Trans Health Legal Fund. This has been set up by the Transgender Law Center. It's a new fund that is going to be just used to provide legal support for anyone who is arrested and being criminalized under these hateful trans laws that are being passed around the US. At the time of filming this, I think there are 389 anti-trans bills being passed in 50 states. So that's awful, and it's a great legal fund to support them. I wanted to keep it this is very open and decentralized though, because I know a lot of people feel strongly about supporting a local trans org. So I want to raise money for our local trans youth homeless shelter, Tony's Place. Maybe you have a friend who's trans who's trying to get money to get out of a red state or trying to get money for gender affirming care. Feel free to donate to an individual as well. We are all about mutual aid here. Then the third step is optional, but if you want, you can set up a fundraising page where your followers can go and donate to this cause. You'll probably collect more money that way. You'll be able to tell people how much you collected, but you could also do it on the honor system if you're not comfortable raising that money directly. I'm going to be using Pledge It, which is a site that lets you run a readathon, so people can pledge a certain amount of money based on how many books I'm able to read the week of March 20th to March 27th. Now with Pledge It, I do have to collect that money and then give it to Tony's Place. If that makes you uncomfortable, you can also GoFundMe, lets you directly create a page that'll go directly to a charity, and the Transgender Law Center is one of those charities. So you can go through the GoFundMe if you want to go that way. If you are like me, going to be collecting money from people and then donating it, please be accountable. Please don't be a grifter. And when you make a wrap-up video at the end of this readathon, please share your receipts and show that you deposited the money as you said you would. The next step is, once you've done all that, you're ready to announce and start making content. So across all platforms, we're using the hashtag #TransRightsReadathon. So please tag any posts you make related to this with Trans Rights Readathon, and go ahead and start telling people you're participating, encouraging other creators to participate, sharing your TBR, sharing recommendations of great trans books you've read that other people might like to read. And let's build a lot of hype. We have 11 days until the readathon starts on March 20th. Let's make sure that everyone on the bookish parts of the internet hears about this readathon. And finally, support the readathon. So as this gets going, search the hashtag #TransRightsReadathon, find other creators who are doing the work, comment on their videos, share their videos, boost their videos, so that we can increase visibility, get as many people participating as possible, show as much love for trans authors as possible, and also support as many trans orgs and people as possible, and send a really strong message that the readers in this country and all around the world support trans rights.